Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to the well again. Broke through the tackle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Let's go now. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. Jukes one defender. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This time it's a passing play. Cut near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Track 60, track 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. 18, Pioneer.
Purdy throwing here to start. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 35.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, New York! Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Track at 60. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another carry for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy setting up that play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close. That sure altered the throw.
Here we go, set.
They motion the slot man right. On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. To throw again, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
one finds Irving. Running down the left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas angle route.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Off to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Looking to throw, Purdy. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity, right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
That pass complete to Irving. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
60 Bobcat.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. He's keeping it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Irving. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the Jets, about set to begin their drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run now on 2nd down. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry-up here. A give now from the gun. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 3. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
19 right. 70 ring. 70 ring.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Irving here from the gun. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Panthers 60, Panthers, Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Viking 18. 70 Timberwolves. 70.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh's set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. The give here on second. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking to the air here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. If line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is on third and long. On the move, headed right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Ravens take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down.
Touchdown, Baltimore! On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's going to throw this one. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Go. 1st down, he takes the snap. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. We'll cobble together a yard there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 3rd and 14. Looking for a throw here. Get some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Second and 8. Has him running the comeback. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. This to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets push their lead to 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Dragon 60. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Back to throw on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Slot man motioned over. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Here's 2nd and 7. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. On the give, this is Irving. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
79 Bronco. 70. Go.
From the gun is Purdy. That pass complete to Irving. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 from the 41.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Irving on the inside give. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check go.
Here he is to throw. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Now the Ravens are gonna use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So everything comes down to this from Jake Bates. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. His kick is drifting, and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. So in front of the flock of fans,